Hey guys, we are back with some more New York Islanders franchise mode, and in this one, we are in round number 3 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So let's check out the lines really quick, and then we will get into it. So Columbus, let's see, Malkin, Venberg, and Atkinson. Landeskog, we're not sure if he's injured or not, because he's still in there, but it says he's injured, so we'll see what happens with that. Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Evgeny Dadonov. Andre Palat, Derek Sapon, and Oliver Bjorkstrand. Then Tommy Wingles, Mark Jankowski, and Josh Anderson. Defensively, Zach Werenski and Jacob Trouba. Matthias Ekholm and Cody Ceci. And then Matthew Robertson and Adam McQuaid. And then in goal, Bobrovsky and Vevalainen. Then Milano, Lehkonen, and Demers are scratched. So let's get right into it, as we all know what happens when I make my professional analysis. So they're going to simulate a day. And actually, one thing I do want to check is if we're going to go back in the lines here, and we're going to see if Landeskog is still in for Columbus. Yeah, he is. So I'm not sure if they're actually going to play him. It wouldn't make sense because he's apparently injured, but he's still in the lineup. So I guess the computer will automatically do that once the game starts. I don't know how that works, but nonetheless, let's get into it. Game number 1 in New York. Here we go against Columbus. First period. There you go. Wahlstrom and Ragnarsson on Bobrovsky. That's what I'm talking about. Second period. Okay. All right. I'll take it. Strite. And then Andre Palat on John Gibson. So here we go. Going into the third. 2-goal lead. Just get one more for me, boys. And get 2 more for me. Goal by Evgeny Malkin. Power play that we couldn't convert on, as usual. And another power play that we could not convert on, as usual. So, and another one. What's going to happen here? Not converting. Okay, not. I'm not surprised at this point. So, there you go. So we have, is that the third period? It appears it is. Okay, I lost track of time there. And we get the 3-2 win for game number 1 of this third round, and Anders Lee is injured with a sore hip until May 20th. So how far is that away? I'm not sure. So we're gonna, and it appears Wahlstrom is actually partially injured as well. So hopefully he doesn't get re-injured. We're gonna have to put, Ryan Dzingel, right? He's been scratched because he had the not so great performance in the regular season in terms of turnovers. So we're gonna put Ottoson on the third line here, since he's been doing well offensively, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he had those 2 goals in round 2, or round 1 and round 2, but, can't hurt to get him up to the third line, give him some more experience with Beauvillier and Ragnarsson. So Dzingel, what to do here about him? He's a lefty, so we'll keep him on the left wing, and that should be good. Anything to do with the power play? I don't think Lee was on the power play or the penalty kill, right? Yeah, no, because he was struggling on the penalty kill. Yeah, no. I think we are all good to go. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so getting to game number 2 here. And I just want to check one more time if Landeskog is in there for Columbus, since we have played a game. I'm now curious. Yeah, they did take Landeskog out in favor of Milano. So, and then they moved Palat up to the second line. So that's good news, for sure. I'm not sure how long he's injured for, but let's take advantage of it. So game number 2, at home ice. Let's do it. First period. There you go. Goal by Andreas Mueller. He wants that Stanley Cup. Second period. Goal by... what? Huh? He's already... okay. He's already back, apparently. So, between the time I checked the Columbus lines and the time that it took to simulate 2 days in the simulation, he's already back. So, whatever. Is this the second period? Yes, it is. So, third period. Here we go. That was awkward. Here we go. 15 minutes remaining in the third. Come on, boys. Do something. Do something. Get some shots on net. Get that offensive pressure. And they're bound to let in something at some point. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Don't make us go to an overtime. Don't make us go to an overtime. We're going to overtime. Okay. So here's the first time these playoffs that we're going to overtime, surprisingly. This is gotta be the latest that we've ever been into an overtime game in the playoffs in quite a while, in any series really. So here we go. We are going to go into this game. Alright, here we go. Overtime against Columbus Blue Jackets in game number 2, I believe this is. So Barzal wins that faceoff, back to Shea. Mueller takes that into the zone. Mueller goes behind the net, gets it to Pulik, who is down low. Wahlstrom covering for him on the point and gets it over to Mueller. Mueller in the middle for Wahlstrom with the shot. What's new with that? And try to take away by Mueller, but Columbus will take that up. Number 71. Not sure if that's probably not Foligno, actually. Actually, that'd be Malkin at this point. Barzal takes that up for New York. Gets it over to Mueller. Mueller gets it back for Shea. Shea with the shot. That gets blocked by number 13, Cam Atkinson, as he takes it away from Mueller. Atkinson gets into the zone. Looking for space, looking for options. And Shea gets it back for New York. Gets Wahlstrom on his way. And Bennett Stripe will dump in. Ekholm gets it around the boards for Dubois. Up for Dadonov. Dadonov. He goes across the ice and gets Landeskog. Did a little deke, and Landeskog with the shot that went wide of the net. Commodore takes that up for New York. He has number 26 with him, Ho-Sang, as he takes that shot, and then Ekholm gets that, and Ho-Sang over to Stripe with the shot that goes wide of the net as well. Ho-Sang battling with Ekholm, and Ekholm wins that. Gets it up to Landeskog. Landeskog into the zone. Feeds Dubois. And Dadonov. Back to Ekholm. Ekholm over to Dadonov with the... Dadonov! We just had our own Dadonov moment, boys. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? I hate that happened against these Columbus Blue Jackets here in the playoffs, but in a way, I'm kind of glad it happened as well. I live for the day that happens, and it just did. Well, unfortunately, it had to happen in overtime in round number 3, so let's get back to that menu. I have been cracking up for the past 5 minutes about this, boy. I mean, it sucks that it happened. Don't get me wrong, but like, in a way, for entertainment purposes, I'm glad that happened. At least it didn't happen in Game 7. Alright, here we go. Game number 3 in Columbus. Let's go. First period, let's go. Oh, that was even... that was even worse than the Carolina first period that went on earlier in the last episode. Oh my goodness. Goal by Ottoson to open it up, but then it's all Columbus from here. Stepan, Dubois, Trouba, Landeskog, and Dubois again on Gibson, and then Kincaid got in there for the 5th goal. Alright. Let's see what's going on here in the second period. Let's go. Aye, not looking good. Ekholm with the goal on Kincaid, then Commodore on Bobrovsky. But still that 4-goal lead for Columbus, so it's really not looking good here in game number 3. Power play for Columbus, and this is where winning that overtime in game number 2 would have been nice. But then there's a goal by Stepan for Columbus to make it 7-2. So we're obviously not winning this game. Let's take this as a learning experience. Noah Dobson with the goal to make it not interesting, but still get a goal just for, you know, for pride, I suppose. Play for pride, as the Be a Pro coach says, or at least as he said in past games. So again, that's where winning that overtime game there would have definitely helped. But, you know, to win the Stanley Cup, you got to overcome adversity, and that is definitely some adversity right there. So let's get this series tied 2-2 here in Columbus. Game number 4. Let's go. First period. Nothing doing. Okay. Shots are relatively even. 12-11. Let's keep it going. Second period. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Ragnarsson and Wahlstrom on Bobrovsky. Okay. 2-goal lead going to the third. Get one more for me, boys. And don't let any in. How does that sound? That's Sounds pretty good to me. So, yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Mueller, the Germinator. Come on, power play. Can't convert, as usual. Okay. So, 6.5 to go. 4.5. 2.5 minutes to go. Up 3-0 still. Okay, series tied. Not gonna get too excited. Still have a long series ahead of us. Still a possibility of 3 more games. So I gotta save my voice here. And Anders Lee. Anders Lee is back. So, but has Ryan Dzingel been playing well is the question. Because I know Anders Lee had quite a few turnovers there in these playoffs so far. Well, I mean, he hasn't been giving away the puck. So, I mean, he's only been on for 820 a game. So it's not like he's hurting us too much. How did Anders Lee do in his games in the playoffs so far? Really not great in terms of giveaways. He had 15 hits in 12 and a half minutes of ice time, 4 points. Let's see Dzingel again. No points so far. 1 penalty and 3 hits. I'm going to keep Dzingel in there for right now. We've been relatively stable with this lineup. We won the last game, so let's go for it. Game number 5 against Columbus. Let's go. First period. Okay. 13 shots at 3. I'll take it. We were outplaying them majorly. Second period. Oh, not what you like to see. Dadonov, and then Dubois, and Wenberg, and then Streit for us on Bobrovsky. So this is still very much a winnable game. We just have to get 2 early goals and hope for some New York Islanders magic here in the third. So let's get it going. Come on, boys. Come on now. All right, there we go. Wahlstrom from the circle. Come on. Do something. Power play. Bums as usual on the power play, but let's get one late. Get one late. Not happening. All right, so we're going down 3-2. It's the first time we've gone down in a series, I believe, 3-2, if I'm not mistaken. Because, right, we won the other series in 6. So, yeah, this is our first 3-2 series trailing. So, do we make a line change? Is the question. Wahlstrom has been on fire, so I'm not sure if I want to touch that first line at all. And then Streit has been on fire as well. And Ragnarsson, 5 goals. Beauvillier, 5 goals. Ottoson, 4 points. You know, I think we will get Anders Lee in there, but instead of the Dzingel, I'm thinking about taking Czak out. Well, actually, he's been good with the takeaways. Hasn't been much of a physical presence, though, and he's -5 so far. So we got to change something up is my point. So would it be Dzingel or Czak? I think it's... We'll try taking Czak out. We'll put Lee in there. We'll see what happens. We'll get the veteran in. And then Ottoson back down to the 4th line. And there you go. So I believe these were the lines that we had at the start of the season. So hopefully, well, besides Pavelski, obviously. So hopefully we can get something going here in game number 6 and push it to a game 7. So Anders Lee is actually still partially injured. So yeah, I'll just give him 3rd line time for right now. And then, all right, let's check the team stats. Let's see if the power play needs to be changed at all. Because it seems like every time we have a power play in the 3rd period, it just goes for nothing. So, and I'm in the regular season again. Hate when that happens. Let's go to team stats for the playoffs. Goals for per game. We are at 2.71. Goals against per game, we're at 2.53, so not terrible. Power play is actually better than we've been thinking it's been. So all those power play goals must have been in the quick simulation when we simmed the 1st and 2nd. Because we have 10 power play goals so far. It just seems like we get so many opportunities and we just can never convert on them in 3rd. So I won't touch the power play. Penalty kill, however, hasn't been great. Has not been great. 78.8% on 33 opportunities. So Yeah, we will take a look at the penalty kill here, I suppose. Because that would be the logical thing to change at this point. So Commodore, how's he doing with those turnovers? 14 to 10. Good ratio. Ragnarsson. He had that shorthanded goal earlier, but ooh, those giveaways. Okay, so we might want to take Ragnarsson off the penalty kill. Bennett Strite. It's not terrible. Then Joe Pavelski, I would imagine he is giving away the puck too much. No, he's not. He's perfect on that penalty kill. So Ragnarsson is definitely coming off. All right, so let's see. Wallstrom, I mean, he's getting goals right now, so he wouldn't be a bad option to put there, though. Ho-Sang's been giving it away quite a bit. Yeah, no, not him. So Wallstrom for right now. Strite and Pavelski are already there. Centers, Barzell, I don't believe is on there right now, so we could consider Barzell. So Barzell and Wallstrom are good options right now. Dzingel, you know, Dzingel might not be a bad option either, so Barzell, Wallstrom, and Dzingel as of right now. And the Commodore, I believe, is already on there. And then left wingers, Mueller. Mueller could be a good option too. Ooh, 32 hits as well. Yeah, I might want to put Mueller on there, actually. I don't really trust Lee as of right now. Ottoson, I know he was on there before. Oh, Ottoson is a good option too. I'll give it to Mueller right now, just because I kind of want our best players on the ice for the majority of the time. And Shea and Durat, Muzzin and Pulock. Let's check the plus minus. +7, -2 for Muzzin, +6 for Shea, -6 for Durat. I don't want to have Durat and Muzzin on the same line then for the penalty kill, because they appear to not have good chemistry, at least not for right now in these playoffs. So I don't think there's anyone I could really switch Durat with, since he's an 87. He's one of our best defensive defensemen, if not our best. But would Morgan Riley be a good option for the penalty kill here? He's -4. However, those giveaways to takeaways, they kind of speak for themselves. As a defenseman, I mean, that's a very, very good ratio. Let's see, Muzzin. He's not terrible, but Riley had more takeaways for sure with 13 and 13. He gave away the puck more, but his ratio was good. But then again, Riley has more ice time. So I'll give it to Riley. I will give it to Riley. I'll see what he does on this penalty kill. And I don't feel like there's anything else that really needs to be changed, because this series has been pretty close for the most part. So, other than game number, what was that, 3, I believe. So, going into game number 6 in Columbus, let's get this game under our control here, boys. Otherwise, it's not looking good. First period. Not what you like to see. Evgeny Malkin on John Gibson. 12 shots to 6. Really not what you like to see. Second period. Okay, that's what you like to see. Anders Lee coming up clutch. Getting in the lineup and just scoring 2 goals. Okay, my trust in Anders Lee has just increased significantly once again. And then Anthony Beauvillier on Bobrovsky. Pierre-Luc Dubois on Gibson, but we have the 3-2 goal lead. The 1 goal lead with the 3-2 score. So, going into the third now here. Hold this lead, please. Please. Power play. Again, it's doing good, apparently, according to the stats, but it just feels like it's just so bad. And Zach Werenski. Are we going to an overtime? Yes, we are. All right, here we go. Well, do I want to? It screwed us over last time. So I'm not going to do it. I can't. So we're going to go with the simulation overtime here, as to get some luck on our side, hopefully. And if it gets to a game 7 overtime, then I suppose we'll go into it. But for right now, I can't do it. Every time that we've done overtime in the past, it's just burned us. So let's go. Overtime period, simulation. Come on, boys. Power play. penalty kill. Evgeny Malkin gets the goal on Gibson, and we're out in the third round in game number 6. Good effort by Lee. Good effort by the whole team, really, up until, you know, the last 2 games here that we've played. But nonetheless, we still fall short. And that'll be all she wrote for the Year 5 playoffs for your New York Islanders. So hopefully we can build off of this next year and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals and hopefully the Stanley Cup. So that'll be about it for this one. And I'll see you guys in the next one.